Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What is cooking? Good looking. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we got a Monster Hunter video. Finally, right? Because last week was Tokyo Game Show, right? TGS, Capcom, they came out swinging, and they basically showed off like a metric ton of Monster Hunter Wilds information, right? For those of you guys who've subscribed recently, right, you guys know me from like Street Fighter stuff and fighting game stuff. Monster Hunter Wilds is currently my most anticipated game for the foreseeable future. I am so excited about this game. I cannot, you don't even know, all right? So basically, I was waiting for the stream of information, coming out of Tokyo Game Show to slow down before I start making a video about all this stuff. And I finally have a moment to do so. So that's what this video is. I just compiled a bunch of, big things that we learned from the past week and a half, But before we get into these tidbits of information, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys like Capcom stuff. If you guys like Monster Hunter, help your boy out. I'd appreciate that. But without any further ado, let me just get this out of the way. I gotta get the arbitrary. Gemma is really hot. Okay, let me just. Woo, man. All right, I said it. So now that that's out of the way, we can start talking about the actual information. Now that I know that we won't be distracted by the obvious, the first big thing that we got is we learned who and what the flagship monster is for Monster Hunter Wild, right? So this is the flagship monster. His name is Arkveld, right? And basically, the main story of the game is that, the boy that we're like watching after, his village was destroyed by this monster, Arkveld, right? And he calls him the White Wraith. And that's his like cool, code name. And this is what he looks like, right? And I'll be honest with you, I was kind of disappointed at first. I didn't know how I felt about this design. There's a lot going on, I like Ray Dow a lot, the Railgun Dragon, So I was kind of on the fence about how I felt about Arkveld until I saw this picture, right? So this is the Steelbook artwork for if you pre-order Monster Hunter Wilds and you get the Steelbook edition. That's not what it's called. But one of the pre-orders has the Steelbook. And this is the artwork on the Steelbook, right? And it's Arkveld, and he's like chained up. He's like a prisoner, right? And I think that that's so cool, man. Look at him. He looks sad. I feel sorry for the boy. You see him? Oh, no. Dude, I love this, right? And people are saying that, Arkveld, he's the chain whip wyvern, right? He has these like, these bio chains hanging off of his wings, right? That the chains that he's chained up with in this artwork, he somehow was able to like rip them off of the wall or whatever, right? And then convert them into his own, like, they're parts of his body now, right? He can like stream energy through the chain. That is so cool, man, right? And that the boy, his people, they're called I think they're called the Keepers, I think. And they had Arkveld chained up. And basically, that's why he went and killed all of them, right? He escaped, and he went on a rampage, right? And that, this is really cool because, like, maybe for the first time, the monster isn't the bad guy, right? Well, I do say first time, but, like, Nergigante, he had a very similar thing, right? Where, Nergigante, we thought he was, like, the extinction dragon. But he's actually, like, supporting the ecosystem and all that stuff, right? But anyway, conceptually, I think this is really cool. It's funny how much this artwork did for me. I really like Arkveld a lot now, just because of that, right? So Arkveld was the first, monster reveal we got, right? The second is this fire chicken. This is Chematris, right? And Chematris, it's a play on, cockatrice, And basically, Chematris, he's a brute wyvern, like, what's his name? Anjanath. But he's the smallest brute wyvern, which is kind of funny. Of course he is. He's a chicken, right? He's like this, like, chicken T-Rex, And basically, his tail can like ignite this like liquid that he secretes, whatever. The funny thing is that we got some gameplay of him, right? Because like, you know, like I said, a lot of information came out of Tokyo Game Show, right? We did get some, you know, like a free roam basically, right? And we did see the hunter mess with Kimetris. And we all thought Kimetris might be like a, I don't know, dude, like a mid-tier monster. He's not. He's not. He's really weak. He's like a lower tier monster, right? Which, you know, that makes sense. He's a chicken dragon, you know? So this shouldn't be too big of a surprise, but, you know. In the gameplay, we see the hunter roll up, steal a feather from Kimetris's, like, feet, right? And then he gets attacked. He gets mobbed. He gets jumped by this endemic life. These, like, you know, these raptor things, right? Also, apparently Kimetris, he doesn't hunt. He's a scavenger, right? It's another interesting thing. That's what I like about the Monster Hunter series, right? Specifically Monster Hunter Worlds. I like all the National Geographic ass, you know, the ecology aspect. That's why I love these games, you know? So after Kimetris, we're going to head over to the Scarlet Forest, right? That's the main biome that Tokyo Game Show was showing off, right? And if you remember, the Scarlet Forest had Lalabarina from the previous trailer, but also we got the not the flagship, the apex predator of the Scarlet Forest, right? The apex predator of the first area was Ray Dow. In the Scarlet Forest, the apex predator is this big, wavy fish-looking dude, right? This is Uuna, right? And Uuna, it's fun to say, Uuna. She has all these like flaps and fins and stuff, right? But the funny thing is, her actual body is really small, right? It's like a turtle, and that's kind of what she is. She looks kind of like a soft-shelled turtle, right? Which freaks me out. I'm terrified of soft-shelled turtles. I don't know why. They just look weird, right? So Uuna, that's the kind of vibe she gives off. Also, her body excretes this like, you know, this like oil that's like water resistant, right? So she's able to like, you know, while you're fighting her and she's moving around in a watery area, she's just propelling water towards you, right? So any little movement will cause a wave to fly at you if you guys are fighting in the water, which you probably are, because, you know, it's the Scarlet Forest, there's water everywhere, you know? So Uuna, you know, kind of unique, kind of cool, kind of horrifying at the same time, you know, so that's neat. And then after Uuna, we thought we were done, but like I said, a lot of gameplay came out of TGS. So we learned of two returning monsters, excuse me, plural, because we did get two. The first was Yain Kutku. I'm like butchering that name. I didn't play the first Monster Hunter game, but people love this monster. I know the Yain family from Yain Garuda, right? Because I'm a big Monster Hunter World dude, right? I actually like Yain Garuda quite a lot, right? That it's this like crazy chicken that has, you know, it has the stones, the balls to fight, you know, monsters like Rajang and Devil Joe, you know. But Yain Kutku, the regular version, is coming back. So I'm probably going to get Yain Garuda back anyway, so I'm happy about that. I know a lot of people hate that monster, but whatever. But also, we got Kongalala, right? And Kongalala, I didn't know this, but apparently it's a really popular monster. But basically, it's a monkey, and he uses his tail to grab mushrooms, and he eats the mushrooms, and then it gives him indigestion. And then, you know, if he eats like a blast mushroom, he burps like fire breath, right? But he also farts a lot. It's disgusting. I hate this thing with a passion. I despise Kongalala. And we see the hunter fight one in this like cool like honey pit, right? It's like a giant honeycomb. And we're all speculating right now that we might be getting like a big like honeybee monster, right? Because, you know, clearly, you know, bug and insect monsters are coming back, right? You know, Lalabarina's here. But like we might be getting, you know, a big honeybee, or like, I don't know, dude, maybe a giant hornet. That'd be cool too, you know? So for all the Kongalala fans, I'm happy for you guys. I don't like a ton of the monkey monsters. Rajang is cool and all. But I think my favorite one so far is the one from Rise, Bishiten, right? Bishiten, he's like this like Tengu style monkey. And one of the coolest moments in any Monster Hunter game happened when I was fighting Bishiten, right? Where I'm fighting him and he's jumping and like, flipping and dipping. And then he jumps and he doesn't come back down to the ground. So I'm like, dude, where's this monkey? And I look up and his tail is like grabbing the side of a mountain and he's hanging above me, right? Just amazing moment, So I actually wish Bishiten returned. I would pick Bishiten over Kongalala any day of the week. But, I'm happy for you guys that actually like this monster. Also in the Scarlet Forest, we did also see the endemic life. There's a Venus flytrap that just snaps and eats a bird. Crazy stuff, But like I said, that's the stuff I like Monster Hunter for, right? I like the endemic life and all the, the ecosystems and all that jazz. But anyway, guys, that's most of the big information that we got from the. Oh yeah, we got fishing too. We got some fishing, so that's cool. But like I said, that's most of the big information we got from Tokyo Game Show. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited about any of these monsters? What do you guys think about Arkveld? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.